thank you. Oh my God, I am sweating severely. Okay, let's get through this quick. No, let's rip this band off real quick. Hi, I am transgender. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Thank you very much. It's not the reaction I usually get. So I've been out for about 7 months, right? I'm learning things all the time. There's a lot of things you have to learn on your own, right? Like no one tells you a lot of things before you come out, right? Like the biggest thing that I had to find out for myself is that when you buy a dress and find out that it has pockets, it's literally better than sex. Like, all women. Dudes don't really get it. Like that created a lot of conversation in the audience. People are like, fuck, right? Am I right? Jesus Christ. Oh my God, I had pockets for once. Like, guys never really in sharing the enthusiasm, right? Like, I found out a dress I had pockets, and I freaked out, I will say. And the guy that was standing next to me was like, aren't you like overreacting a little bit? And I was like, oh yeah? Well, your wallet's making your spine all weird, so who's overreacting now? Me? Yeah, that's right. All right, that's right. Like, there's a lot of things that you learn, right? Like, I know that, like, once you start doing research, once you become trans, once you come out as trans, like, every trans person that I know sounds like a pre-med student. Like, there's acronyms everywhere. Like, I was having a conversation with somebody about my, like, roadmap of my life. And I was like, well, yeah, first I'm going to start HRT, and then if I get rich enough, I'll get FFS, and then if I really get rich enough, I'll get GCS, and I'll finally have a VAG. So... that was a wave. You didn't get it at first, did you? That's a vagina. So all three of those are real acronyms. Well, the last one wasn't, but all three of those are real. Like HRT, I'm about to start HRT, which stands for hormone replacement therapy, right? Yelling too much, all right? This is the most important crowd I've ever been in front of. Thank you very much. It's a big thing, right? Like, it's gonna do all sorts of things to my body. I'll take, like, shots and pills, and, like, there's gonna be new hormones racing through my body, just like puberty. It was so much fun the first time, right? Let's just do it again. I wanna be mad at people for no reason. Yeah! Sounds fantastic. But, like, there's going to be a lot of changes going through about my body, and, like, the biggest one for me, the one I'm most excited about, even though there are some drawbacks to it, I am going to grow boobs, right? What's going on? I love every single one of you. I'm going to grow them. They're going to be all natural, wholly organic, pharmacy-to-table boobs, right? Good pun. I've waited this long. I waited 7 months to start it because I didn't want to start it and regret it later. And now I'm at the point where I know I'm not. But when I was thinking that, I didn't want to be 6 months in looking down at my newly grown boobs and being like, oh, I don't know if I want these. Do you think Goodwill will take them? I don't think I can just chuck these in the donation box. You know what I mean? But this is Asheville. I know if I did that, somebody's going to find it and be like, oh, this is going to go great in my UNCA art project. I feel like I make that painting pop, you know? Recycle, reuse, recycle. All right, y'all want to hear a story real quick? Yeah, let's see how you feel by the end of this. All right, so we're going to go back to when I was 19 years old, right? And I was a single person living in rural South Carolina, and I do not move to rural South Carolina. I got the fuck out of there for a reason. So I was single, and my friends were like, "Oh, you should meet this wonderful woman. She's great. She's funny. She's beautiful. You have so much in common. You're gonna hit it off immediately." And when we went on our first date, and we did hit it off immediately. It was great. And we looked at each other in that time, and we were like, "We're gonna take this slow." We're not gonna do any like sexual things for like a few months at least. And, like 6 days later, we looked at each other and like, fuck that. We are horny teenagers. We are not gonna stop. So where do you go to have sex when you don't have a car and you live with your parents? You go to a playground, right? Stay away from that guy. Please stay away from that guy. Well, like, yeah, of course. So we get to this big playground, and like we're looking for places with so many options. We have swings, slides, jungle gyms. We settled on a nice jungle gym with walls, and so we start getting to it, right? And it's great. There's like prolonged eye contact. The moon is a full moon shining on us, and then like 2 or 3 minutes in, I look up because I see some headlights flash across my face. I was like, "Who's that?" "Oh, that's a cop." "All right. Well, we're going to jail tonight. That's fine." So we were like, "Fuck that, we're not going to jail." So we started like Mission Impossible our way around, like hiding from the cop. And we did that for like 15 minutes until he finally was like, "All right, there's no teenagers here, fuck it, that's fine." And so he left, and we got back to it, we finished, it was great. But a week later, I found out that we had more in common than I thought. Mainly relatives. Yeah, she was my cousin. Chill out, we only dated for 6 months after that. All right, y'all have a great night, bye!